is. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another scintillating tale brought to you by Totally Local. Totally Local is a podcast celebrating Ocean and Monmouth County in all its glory. With me, as always, is my wonderful cohabitational partner on the studio grounds. Hello, Leo.
Hi, hello. How are you?
Taking some notes already. That's great. Yeah. Instagram.
What a way to start the show.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Totally_local_podcast. Or come check us out on our website, totallylocalpodcast.com. We're coming to you live and in full effect from a shared universe podcast studio. Thank you always to Ming, or Brother Ming, as they say over at the Simmons and Moore podcast. Ah, man, what a weekend, huh?
What a weekend. Did you have a good time?
I did have a good time. I was a little,
Drunk?
I was a little inebriated,
Oh, okay.
and, I didn't get to go to all the things, because all the things were so, there were so many things going on that I didn't get to go to all of them, so.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was a weekend of birthdays and celebrations and
It was so
draft
long.
parties and...
I had all my podcast gear in the car from last Wednesday. I don't think I took it out because I was just moving and grooving ever since then. And it's just such a wonderful time to be alive. There's so many wonderful things going on. Thursday was the last Jams on the Sand.
Yeah.
And
I actually didn't make it to one.
You didn't make it to
The
one?
one I went to they moved it inside, so it wasn't actually...
Oh, yeah, there was a couple I was going to go to, and then I was like, I'm not going to go to this because it's going to be inside, and that's not the point of Jams on the Sand.
Mm.
But it was a very lovely crowded send-off for the last one. And it's kind of rolled out. Epic shouts to Ed who does all that production stuff, put together Jams on the Stand, got it started, and is really all about promoting up and coming talent, because he doesn't double up, and he tries to get new and fresh people every time, and I think he's managed to do that. So
how was Gems on the Sand, the final episode?
it was good. I liked what was her name? Cat Wright, I believe, was the first band, and the second band was interesting. Very interesting, but I liked the first band better. They got to tighten up their cover of 9 to 5. I don't know if they'll ever do it again, but if they ever do it again, tighten it up. Tighten it up for Dolly. And that was Thursday. And
Well, yeah. And then Friday...
What was Friday?
Was Friday your friend's band at the beer garden? No.
Friends band at the. Oh yeah, it was that
Wow.
band. It's all coming back to me now. I got to cover a Ween song.
You did. Footage of that is on our Instagram.
Yeah, it was sideways, but it's there. The video was sideways.
There's 2 videos.
Oh, there's 2 videos.
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh well,
I still don't
my
know how to
lovely-
work Instagram.
Yeah, Lauren put a video of it too. She almost missed it, and she was obviously pregnant, so she's gotta deal with moving around and grooving around, and she's like, oh, I'll just go to the bathroom. They have a few songs left. They said they were gonna do the 5th song he was gonna go on, and you got to know in showbiz that like things change at the drop of a hat. They turn on a dime.
That is show business.
That is. That's a huge ingredient to the business, as I like to call it. So I went on a little earlier, but luckily she made it in time, took some pictures. But it's more than just taking pictures. People really got to be in the moment, you know?
Right.
So I wanted her to really experience. I wanted everyone to just experience it, and they did, and I did, and I'm so happy. Thank you, Cheap Horse. Always a good time. Epic shouts.
Very nice guys.
You talk,
nice family too.
Yeah. Then John's mom showed up, and the band was stoked. They were very, very positive about me. Thank you so much for letting me do that and being a part of that. So that was Friday, and then Bella Bartok, was that on Friday as well? Is that what Heather and Mike went to? I don't even know what Bella Bartok sounds like a villain from He-Man or something.
I have no idea.
Okay, well that's interesting. Epic shouts to Mike who is listening right now to what we're doing. So, and then Saturday it all melds together, really. People were out having a good time, and epic shouts to Mike's neighbors who were playing some very interesting music that I appreciated. It's sad when people have to turn down the music. I think that being in the culture in this area, you kind of have to expect that things are going to get loud.
Yeah.
So people should not get loud. They should get turned up. Oh, Bella Bartok was the last band that played Jams on the Sand. There's Cat Wright, and then the second band was Bella Bartok. Thank you, Mike. Unfortunately, fortunately and unfortunately, it really depends on how you look at it, because on Sunday we were partying. We were partying with Heather and Mike, hanging out. Libations were served. Things were going on. The dogs were playing. And I didn't get to go over and see, excuse me, I didn't get to go over and see my friend's DJ.
I didn't realize Adam Worth was going to, not Adam Worth. I didn't realize that
Adam J. from
Adam J. was going to be, from Yes Graphic, was going to be there.
Yeah.
And I think he put that together and was hosting it.
Oh.
I feel really bad.
You don't seem like you feel that bad.
I feel a little bad.
All right, it's more empathy than I've seen you show in a lot of cases.
Listen,
so.
I'm struggling.
Okay. Struggling to stay interested in whatever is going on.
I feel really bad that I missed it. He's a friend of the show, really nice guy, and so I promised that the next time that he throws what seems like he's going to be doing on a regular basis, monthly or so, that I will not only be there, but I will be there and ready to dance.
Yeah, honestly, part of it is we were partying, and I looked around, and I saw all of my friends hanging out at this house, and I was just like, we're all hanging out and having a good time.
Yeah.
And the other part of it, honestly, is what were we gonna do? If you wanted to go down there, you can't just drive and then duck and roll out of your car. You gotta find somewhere to park the car, right? And where the hell are you gonna park the car at Labor Day at that time? Am I wrong? Maybe
Well,
I'm wrong.
I don't know. I think, in my mind, everybody's out of here Sunday at Labor Day. Well, maybe that's not the case.
I don't think that's the case.
Yeah.
I think people were partying until Monday. Do you know what we need to do though? Is we need to roll deep with either we have to get a scooter situation going on. I think.
Well, you can't get them after 9 p.m.
I'm saying we need to get our own scooters.
Oh, okay.
And maybe get a scooter, like a Vespa or something. Get real fancy with it. Because I don't know what you would do if you had your own little tiny scooter like that. You can't lock it. Where would you bring it inside with you? Where would you put it?
You just
get a bike lock.
Put hit the beep beep the alarm on it.
That'd be cool if you could just take the wheels off. But anyway, we have to figure that out because parking is ridiculous. Are you writing a poem over there?
I'm taking notes on everything that you say.
Oh, thank you.
For the show highlights that you can find afterwards.
We do have a bit of a scheduling conflict and an announcement. We had to postpone due to circumstances outside of our control. We had to postpone our Pizza Quest. We have a big Pizza Quest episode coming up, and over the weekend also we ran into a bunch of people. We have more guests lined up. We just have to kind of schedule it all out, and in conjunction with the Pizza Quest. So. Mike's all about the scooters. Scoot. We have to get something going because how do we, it's like we have home base and then we want to go out and see stuff. We got to be able to move around, and I don't want to be driving around.
Yeah, I'm so far away.
You are. You're very far away from me. I'm all on it, and you're very far away.
Yeah,
And the video is crooked, so it looks like I'm super tall. And I'm not.
One of the best things about this weekend, really for me, was this video that we put on Instagram.
Oh, which one?
Of you saying happy birthday to all of your fans.
That kind of just lets everybody know.
If you want to know how you were feeling this weekend, take a look at our Instagram video.
So embarrassing.
I think it's the last video on there.
It's the only one. That's the last one we'll ever post.
That video has so many layers. I've watched it 1,000 times, and every time I watch it, I get something different out of it.
Really?
It's so good. It's
oh man, well, you caught me off guard there.
Did I?
You caught me off guard. You did. I didn't have my my game face on.
Yeah, you didn't have your wits about you.
My lame face on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. So with all that said, that was Sunday night. Monday, I don't know what people are supposed to do on a Monday, but it seems to me you're just gonna recover. Like, what else are you gonna do?
I think that's it. I think you're supposed to sit around and watch Netflix and
chill.
So, do you know about the Dark Crystal?
Yes, I do.
And Netflix came out with the prequel series.
They did. Oh, it was a prequel. I thought it was like after.
No, it's a prequel.
Ooh.
And I don't really remember the Dark Crystal. I know I've seen it a couple times. I sat down and started watching it, and it is phenomenal.
Is it really? My wife wouldn't let me watch it.
It's so good. It's so beautiful and well done.
Wow.
Like, I'm like, is this CGI? Like, no, this is actually really puppets. Hold on.
Puppetry? Yeah, F that CGI stuff. I want some fuzzy puppets.
You can't really tell that they're puppets. And the storytelling is so layered and deep. Like, if you look away for 5 minutes, you're going to miss the whole thing, which I love.
You should have.
It's great. It's
you should have saw Lauren's face when I asked her. I'm like, hey, can I watch this? And she just scrunches up. She's like, it's your birthday. So like, yeah. And I was like, all right, you know what? Forget it. I'll watch this in my own time.
That's funny.
I don't know when, but I'll watch
Can I watch this?
Yeah. I have to ask her because I'll watch. If she lets me, I'm just watching robots and dragons all day. And then she just, oh, yeah, anything robots, dragons, science fiction-y, barbarian type, stuff like that. And then she just wants to watch like reality TV, and I don't like that very much.
Really?
Well, I don't like it, but then when she starts watching it, I'm just like, what? Karen broke up with Greg? What happened? Who's this new guy? What's going on? So I'll like start getting into it.
What reality TV show?
Oh man, what does she watch? Don't even like let me. She watches like the Real Housewives stuff. What's the one that was the spin-off of the Real Housewives where the woman owns a bar? I don't know the names of them.
Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah, Vanderpump Rules, which I kind of like. I like Lisa Vanderpump.
I like
She's
Jax
cool.
Taylor.
Oh boy, he's like gross. He's such a gross person.
He reminds me of me.
Oh no. I can't remember all their names. I wish I could remember all their names, because then I would associate you with you remind me of Tom.
Who's Tom?
There's Tom, and then there's Tom. There's Tom.
So which Tom?
There's, I believe, I'm gonna say Tom Sandoval. I believe there's the professional one, and then there's the goofball. And you remind me of
the professional one.
Sure,
yes.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Yes.
So anyway, so I gotta watch that. But do you know what's coming up now? Do you know what time it is now? It's local summer.
It is local summer.
In the area. Yeah, but this is the thing, too. Like, I remember back in the... And I don't want to get too nostalgic, but I remember back in the day where it really was, like, everyone left, and then you could breathe a sigh of relief, and then people were, like, partying. But now it's become, like, people have jumped on the bandwagon. I just remember the OG people that were doing... For example, Bond Street Block Party.
Oh, yeah.
September 14th. Let me just double-check. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
So Bond Street and
fifth annual. I was right. 5 years, 5th annual. September 14th starts at 1 p.m.
Oh, I won't be here.
Oh, where you going?
Is that a Saturday?
I think it's a Saturday.
Oh, I'll be in Rhode Island.
You'll be in Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Why?
Family Guy tour.
Well, you're gonna miss quite the party. Why aren't they showing the lineup? I just was looking at the lineup, and now I can't see the lineup. Von Mons, Gods, I believe Gay Guy, Straight Guy, but I can't. There should be like a flyer. Come on, guys, put a flyer up. I pulled this up for this specific reason, and now you're not even in the area. So Bond Street is throwing that. When is that? It's not this weekend. It's like 2 weeks away. You got to catch that window too, because it's like local summer. Like that whole Indian summer thing, which I don't know. Is that right? Is it called Indian
I think
summer?
It's called Native American summer.
I know. Anyway, it's like that time of year where it's still super nice out before it gets like cold again. And I really, you got to catch that window, because some people will throw their event, and then it'll be that one weekend where it's not nice, and then the next weekend it'll be super nice. So I'm fingers crossed. I want it to be super nice out for the block party, because they block off the whole block for the block party, and it's a good time.
Also, with local summer, speaking of local summer in Asbury,
Yep.
I think it's about time for the Asbury Oyster Fest, which for me is one of my favorite events that happens at Asbury Park. And I don't know why, because every single year I always come out of it, I'm like, I'm disappointed.
Why do you? Well, then what? What? You're disappointed.
Yeah, because I think like it's gonna be tons of seafood and just like.
And what is it then?
Kind of like it is, but it's like
Is it just a cash grab, or is it actually good? Is it good time?
I'm always like, okay, that was all right. Like I'm never like, oh my god, that was amazing. Like I kind of imagine it's gonna be just like lobster and crabs and all of that kind of stuff, and it's just usually like food trucks with like fried shrimp and
fried clams, and that's about it.
But that's September 6th, Friday, September 6th.
That's
from
this
5
Friday.
to 10. So yeah,
So
5 to
go?
10 p.m. and Saturday from 11 to 10, and Sunday from. Well, I mean, I live right down the street, so I'll
there's no excuse.
I will definitely be there on Friday when it's free from 5 to 10 p.m.
What does it cost money at a certain point?
It's $3 if you go on Saturday or Sunday. And I mean, who's going on Sunday? Football's back.
So wait a second. What time and what day is it free?
Friday, September 6th from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Why do they charge money on the other days? That's wild.
I think it's like the locals would be there on a Friday after work, whereas people from out of town would be coming in again.
All right.
I don't know, but it's $3, so it's not that bad.
No.
But like $3 to do what? Go and buy stuff.
Go buy
food
more
trucks.
stuff. Yeah.
I never understand that, but okay.
I don't get
Support
that
the town and all of that other.
Did you DJ Uncle's nephew had something going on?
He did. He actually had a pre-party the night before, and I went to that and did not make his event on Saturday.
Man.
But
epic shouts to all the DJs we missed this weekend.
The way to end the summer by not going to all of
going to stuff.
But we did go to stuff.
We did go to stuff. We just didn't go to like out stuff that everyone was going to.
We went to our own private stuff.
Yeah, private dancing for money.
Oh, all right.
Sure.
What else is going on this weekend? Do you know?
This weekend, I'm not sure for this weekend, but I was looking at this lovely thing that's coming up, and we don't really promote enough things outside of our normal purview. But this is going on, the Music and Beer Festival, and it's a charity event for A Need We Feed, and it's happening October 12th from 1 to 5 p.m. at the Harborside Grill in Atlantic Highlands, which is basically the nice Highlands. So I just got wind of this from Ming. Seems pretty interesting, and it's going to involve some of the podcasters. It's going to involve a Shared Universe podcast studio, and if you want more information, go to rocktoberfeast.com. And I like a good beer, and I like good music. Speaking of good beer, Epic. I love my Epic shouts. So Epic shouts to Asbury Park Brewery, which has the sour beer on tap right now, and it's very delicious.
Does. It was good. It was a ginger sour beer.
Was it a ginger sour beer?
Yeah, that's something I have not had too much of.
It was,
but I very much enjoyed it.
It wasn't too strong on the ginger, I don't think, because I didn't even think of the ginger when I was drinking. I was just like, wow, this is a really good beer. Although I was drinking them a lot, so
yeah.
And we walked.
And then you got on stage and sang.
Oh yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Or screamed.
At one point, I screamed, and I was yelling on the mic. The acoustics in there. I just noticed that homeboy Ryan. It wasn't when he was singing. It wasn't loud. And I really wanted to cut through.
Actually, you did a great job, and I am always impressed.
That doesn't always sound it, but I will take it. I will take it. We do have the See Here Now festival coming up on September 21st. Mm-hmm. 2 days. The Lumineers, Dave Matthews Band, a lot of other guests, including the B-52s. I look at the list, and it's like Dropkick Murphys, Dispatch, and Steel Pulse, and all these people, and I'm just like, oh, the B-52s. I like the B-52s, And I'm interested in Rainbow Kitten Surprise. I've never listened to Rainbow Kitten Surprise.
So are you actually going to go?
I'm trying to weasel my way in there. I'm trying to get some face value,
Yeah.
I was talking to our buddy Ralph about this, and it's just like I like floating around. I like walking around. I just want to walk around, check out what's going on. There's no bands that I'm like, oh, this band is playing and they're my favorite band. And part of it is the whole surfing thing, where I'm just like, great, people surfing. It's like watching football. Like, what's the point? I don't get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of football, we had
How did we do? How did our draft do?
We had our podcast, our local Jersey podcast fantasy football draft on Friday.
Yeah, and what a Friday it was.
It started at 7. I couldn't remember my password to get in, and by 7:09, it was only 2 rounds left. So most of my picks were automatic.
Did we get Patty LaBelle like you wanted?
We did not get Le'Veon Bell. So then I had to change the name.
You changed the name?
Well, yeah, because we didn't have Le'Veon Bell.
Well, it better be puntastic or I'm gonna be pissed.
For all of the football fans out there who actually care about something like that, yeah, I did get Jared Goff as my quarterback, and so now our new name is Golf Balls.
We got to change our whole thing. We got to change it all. You know what? I'm looking at this thing. I'm getting more and more irate because I can't find the friggin' lineup for Block Party. How could you put the event up, guys, for Bond Street Block Party and not have the lineup? I just saw the flyer. It's somewhere on here and I can't find it, and it's driving me insane. It's driving me crazy. And then all the other old stuff is popping up. And I can't find the lineup is probably very similar because it's a lot of local bands that I love, but it's really, come on guys, it's really upsetting me.
Well, I have something for you.
What's that?
But it doesn't have to do with music.
Whatever.
All right, everybody. Here's what we should do this weekend.
Okay, good. Thank you.
So, Saturday, September 7th.
Yes.
Our favorite place, Monmouth Park.
We bet the ponies.
Is having their football party. So if you're excited like I am that football is back, why don't you swing by Monmouth Park, free admission, live music by All That Rocks with 2 X's. X's. XI. And they'll be performing between 2 and 4 if you know them, if you want to check them out.
Wait a second, it's a football party?
Yeah, it's like hello, yay, football's back. And when you go, you can have food that's hosted by Twisted Steaks and Empanada Monster, and you can go ahead and start getting your bets in for this Sunday.
What game are they going to show? A football game, or
it's on Friday? There's no football on Friday. They're just having a party, so you can go.
They're just having a party.
Yeah, you can put your bets in. You can put your bets in for Saturday college football and Sunday professional football. Saturday, if you say, well, you know what, I don't want to go to that because I don't care about football. You can go to the Ocean Grove Fall Flea Market. They're gonna have 300 vendors. I
love this flea market.
It is actually pretty cool.
I do like this one.
And here is the quote that they're going with: new stuff, old stuff, antique stuff, collectible stuff. Doesn't it sound like
sounds like a lot of stuff.
It sounds like that guy. One blue shoe, red cat, new what?
Dr. Seuss?
Yeah, Dr. Seuss.
Man, I got to get all up on those kid books.
Check out the Ocean Grove Fall Flea Market Saturday, 9/7/19.
That sounds fun.
And my last one.
Wait, 9/7/19. Okay, yeah.
My last event is starting tomorrow, September 5th through the 8th, Monmouth Beach Firemen's Fair. So if you're looking for something to do, you want to walk around the beach, you want to walk around Monmouth Beach.
A nice fair in
They have rides and games and foods and bands like DJ Mark Russo will be performing on Thursday night. Fireworks on Friday and Saturday. Jamie Brown Band performing as well. Why don't you go and check out the Monmouth Beach Firemen's Fair, September 5 through 8, if you're looking for something to do.
That's good. Get it at the end of the summer because a lot of those fairs happen at the beginning. I didn't go to any fairs.
Well, now you can go to this fair. And if you don't want to go on, what's the day? Tomorrow. Wednesday the 5th, you can go Thursday the 6th.
Today's the 4th, and it's Wednesday.
Thursday the 5th.
There you go.
Friday the 6th. The rest of the week.
So what are we doing Now we had some technical difficulties. Things had to be pushed around, and Pizza Quest.
Yes, unfortunately, I'm having a bit of a health crisis, which is not allowing me to eat pizza, which puts a little bit of a damper on just a few more locations I need to hit up and finalize.
Did the lactose intolerance finally kick in, and you just can't eat pizza?
No.
Okay. All right. Just checking.
Nope. It's not, that I can poop regularly.
Okay, good. Well, that's all that matters, really. Just have, whenever you're eating that slice, have a salad.
Then you'll be fine.
Then you'll be fine. Drink a lot of water.
Mm-hmm.
So, but are we going to?
Yeah, we'll have it next week.
Next week it'll be ready.
It'll be ready.
And we're gonna announce the winner next week.
We're going to announce all of the winners of each of the towns.
That sounds time consuming.
We're going to announce some of the head-to-head matchups. We're going to announce all of the head-to-head matchups and some of the winners of those.
Okay.
But we will not be announcing the final overall winner just yet.
Okay.
We still have 2 months of show to do.
Trust me, we got enough show to get to. We have I ran into a lot of people that during this weekend that are interested in being on the show. It really helps to promote the show when I have a couple in me, because I'm more willing to be like, "Hey, I got a podcast, guys. You want to be on it?" Otherwise, if I see people out, I just feel like a nerd. Like that time we went to Colts Neck Distillery and we got the tour, and I was so shy. I didn't ask.
That was insane.
That was insane. Well, you didn't ask either, so whatever, man. You didn't say nothing.
Also, if you like farmers market, and we want to give a shout out to our friends in Toms River, the AG Farmers Market is this September 5th, which is tomorrow, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Farmers Market?
And September 12th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please, if you like some fresh vegetables, I don't know, what fresh fruit. I like my farmers markets indoors. I have a problem with outdoor farmers markets.
I have a problem with outdoor vegetables.
I do. I like them to be indoors.
So you basically don't like farmers markets then?
Yeah, but you might. So if you do, go check out the AG Farmers Market, 108 Indian Head Road in Toms River tomorrow.
I think people are taking the weekend this weekend off. I don't see a lot of, I was perusing things before and nothing was really coming up. I'm sure there's your local fanfare of bands or whatever playing, but I didn't see anything that really stuck out to me. That really popped out. It's popping out.
Everyone's tired, man. It was a crazy weekend. Mm-hmm. There was a lot going on.
Mm-hmm. Why don't we just do the announcement for Pizza Quest next week? I mean, you're just trying to spread all this out so that it goes on and on and on. Excuse me. I don't want to be. Excuse me. I don't want to be sitting on here next week where you're just.
Okay. How disappointing.
Sorry. I don't want to be on here next week with you just listening.
Zach Brown Band will be performing September 6th at Camden.
Oh, man. Parlor Mob, October 25th.
Let's just start randomly naming something.
I mean, that's what you're going to be doing next week with this pizza thing, and then you're not going to announce the winner?
No, listen, it'll be on the website. Go look at the website if you want to see who wins. I'm only going to announce a few of them. I'm not going to go through the whole list. I have 50 different things to be, but you can, at that point, it'll be out. Mm-hmm. I'm putting work on your plate you didn't even know about. And, we will announce a few. Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to listen to that the whole time.
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
We'll be eating pizza live on the air. People love where we chew and eat when we're talking. Yeah. So it'll be fun.
That will be fun. I mean,
hey, why don't you shout out? Did we do that last week? We were talking about how they were interviewing Pete and Pete.
Yeah, we did. We shouted out calling the shots. Taylor Allen, and the other guy.
Oh my God!
Can't think of his name. I just know Taylor. I know Taylor.
Isn't his name Leo?
No, his name is not Leo. It's like Jeff or something.
Oh, something about us that we're we're both Jets fans.
He has a cool last name too. It's like Steve Dynamite or something. Champion. He has a cool name.
I can give. Do you want me to give Pizza Quest updates now?
I mean that's Pizza Quest is kind of your thing. So if you wanna do that, I'll tell you this much. I'm taking Lauren this week to go back to.
I know where you're going.
I'm going back to
Cali.
every time That's right. Every time I run into Adam Moore, he's just like, when are you bringing your wife? When is that happening? And I'm just like, I'm just a loser and I haven't done it yet. So
your poor pregnant wife, all she wants to do is grab some pizza from Adam Moore.
That's all she. Adam Moore? No, it's Adam Simmons. Bobby Moore.
What?
It's Adam Simmons.
What did I say?
You said Adam Moore.
Yeah.
Exactly. Dude, Taylor, you should friggin' update your Facebook page, bro. It's been updated since May 4th. You know, you say we're bad, but I think we're just about as average as...
Well, the thing about our Facebook, if you go check us out on Totally Local Podcasts on Facebook or something, that if our Instagram feeds to it as well.
It does, and you have a different audience. There's certain people that are on Facebook that aren't on Instagram.
Yeah.
They can't keep up. And people have been like, well, why haven't... It was my birthday last weekend. People are, why haven't you responded? What is going on? Liking stuff. I didn't know. I don't like to announce my birthday on social media. I like to know, if you know me and you say happy birthday, I know that you know that I know, so I appreciate that. But somehow something leaked. My birthday leaked, and people were saying happy birthday, and they were wondering where I was. And I was just like, on my birthday, I don't want to talk to really... Unless I'm like in front of you, I don't want to be on my phone. So I kind of just took the weekend off for myself, a little Andrew time.
How's that different than any other weekend?
Well, for one thing, you know, I've got a child coming, so there's a lot of preparation going on there.
How's that?
And it's pretty good. I put the crib together this weekend. You know, I told my wife, I told her it was like, you know, it was my birthday weekend. She's like, "What, are you kidding me? You have one day." And I'm like, "No, birthday weekend. This is my last one, pretty much. You know, it's all downhill from here as far as celebrating my birthday, and it's going to be all uphill from here, celebrating the life of my child. So this is the last week to be really. It was the last weekend to be really selfish, and I really couldn't do it either because all of our furniture came, so I had to put a crib together, which is all good. I put it together, I got it done. You know.
Well. Yeah, I mean, it'll be here before you know it. You'll be a father, and that will be the end of this show.
That'll just be the beginning of this show because I'm going to have so many different angles and perceptions on what it is to be totally local that, you know. And plus, like friends of the show have said, you need your outlet. So this is my outlet, aside from my, you know, rap career and, you know, my job and all the other things I'm doing.
What do you think comes up when you put in Jersey Shore News?
I thought you were going to say something else.
No.
Jersey Shore Nudes.
No.
Oh, Jersey Shore News? The show, The Jersey Shore, which I just saw. I'm friends with Lauren Pesh on Facebook, and she was just... I read an article real quick, how she's not getting along with somebody on the show, and it's a travesty.
Well, you know, they did air the wedding episode, and you happened to be at the wedding episode. Did you see yourself on there?
Somebody... I can't watch it. They don't allow you to watch it online, and you have to have cable, and I'm not paying for that shit, so... I didn't get to see it. Our buddy Ralph was telling me about it. You could see Lauren in it because she's wearing this red dress, so it's very easy to like catch it. And then I think at certain points you could see like my fro in the background, but it's not like I was on it. I should have slapped somebody. I should have went up to Snooki and been like, "Hey, Snooki, we got problems."
And then you would have made TV.
Then I would have made TV.
Yeah.
You know, I would have embarrassed my wife and her friends and, you know, everybody else that was there, but I would have been on TV. Maybe then I could have been a cast member.
Mm-hmm.
He has a little stutter there. You make it funny. You made a face. Cast member.
Oh, what else we got?
I think that's all as far as events. The Parlor Mob though is October 25th at the Stone Pony at $17, which honestly isn't that bad. Although, you know, I just was reading about Ticketmaster ripping people off. But hey.
What?
Oh yeah, forever. What they do is, and Metallica is like denying that they had a part in this, or they didn't know about it. Their management knew about it, but what they would do is they buy out you know how you can't get tickets to any of your shows?
Yeah.
Well, they buy out. They say it's sold out. They buy a chunk of the tickets out, and then the band themselves gets to sell them, unbeknownst to anyone, gets to sell them on like StubHub and shit. So like they're basically scamming people through Ticketmaster, saying the show's sold out when they're just really just taking the tickets, grouping them all together, giving them to the band so the band could go make some more money on it. and like there
I
was
thought you were talking about we as people were getting scammed on Ticketmaster.
Yeah, we are getting scammed. They're taking tickets that weren't open to the public and then saying it's sold out, and then taking those tickets and selling them elsewhere for like twice as much, if not much more. So yeah, we are getting scammed, and we have been getting scammed. And Pearl Jam tried to shut that down, and guess what? Didn't happen. Bummer. But we did get from that Coachella. So love or hate it, Coachella was made famous because Pearl Jam wanted to play a different kind of venue, and that's how all that really took off.
Wow. I love this, Jersey Shore news you got.
Jersey Shore news. I can't believe you looked up Jersey Shore news and it was just all Snooki all the time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I think that's the show.
Well, I guess that's the show. Well, the one thing about next week is that when we get here, we'll have football news.
Oh man, are we gonna have to talk about
we have 2 sports teams in New Jersey. And so we must give a football update, not only about the Jets and the Giants.
Oh, we have 2 football teams.
Yes, but we also have to give an update on how our teams are doing in our
Do we have any
league.
Jets in our fantasy
I think
golf balls?
I think so. I also couldn't figure out how to I need to join more fantasy leagues because I didn't have no idea how to draft them. So I was just picking people and then they weren't showing up. But yeah, we have like Jared Goff and I have no idea.
Do you have no idea? Come on, why are we doing this?
Okay,
I'm the
okay.
disinterested one. You're the one that's supposed to be like, oh, football stats.
We have Odell Beckham Jr.
Odell?
Yeah.
Okay, is he good or is he just all full of braggadociousness?
Oh, he's good.
Okay.
He's also full of
braggadocioso.
Yeah. All right. Oh, okay, I get it. And so we are up against the Plunge this week.
Who's the Plunge?
The show.
What? Wait, they named their fantasy football team after their show. Why didn't we do that?
I don't know.
Could you rename our team Totally Local?
Yeah.
Could you call it Totally Loco?
Okay. Thanks everybody for listening to the show today.
We'll give you more fantasy football updates as they come in because I'm very excited. And next week we're gonna have the regularly scheduled programming of Pizza Quest updates. And more fun stuff. This has been Totally Local Podcast.
Shame.
Man. All right. Well, that's all we got, guys. Hold on a second.